Hydrate or die straight. That's what I'm gonna say right now. As I was drinking water. Hi, it is Monday. Welcome to Rise of Tiamat. This is a 5th edition module, blah blah blah, published by some game company somewhere in the void. I don't know.
Somewhere.
But I'm here to DM it, so it's been a while. We're gonna have to do one heckin' big recap. So before that, does anyone have any? It's been 84 years. Before that, does anybody have any announcements for today? Happy Pride Month, first of all.
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month, I get to say it first.
Yeah.
It's the law.
It's the law.
It's the law.
Yeah, so any other fun announcements that we got going on? Anything in the future that we want to talk about? I don't know.
Before fun announcements, I will steal this segment for Bad Jokes with Jeremiah. My name is Jeremiah, and this is the bad joke for today. A skeleton walks into a bar and asks for a beer and a mop.
Oh.
The end. Yay. I
love
clap.
it. Thanks.
I got a clap, not a drum roll.
Beautiful. Thank you,
I'll
Jeremiah.
end this segment. I'll end this segment of Bad Jokes with Jeremiah.
Love that. Thank you for bringing pain and smiles at the same time.
Why is my hit points 1?
Yeah, so I'm gonna need you to roll initiative with disadvantage.
That saves already.
You start out initiative with 3 death saves.
Yeah, exactly. So, just gonna say, Jeremiah, with whatever happens tonight, it's definitely not because you told a bad joke.
It's totally my fault.
It's because Hawk called Tiamat a bitch.
Sure.
That too.
So, with that, let's do intros, I guess, if there's nothing else going on.
Let's do it.
So, hi, I'm Vic. I will be your dungeon master, eldritch god, and, unhelpful paperclip help person. So, with that, let's move on to the person that is sharing a living space with me. Hey, Tab, who are you playing tonight? So I go grab Twitch real quick.
Hi everybody, I'm Tabatha. I will be playing Patience / Rosemary, the Tiefling Ranger / Sorcerer.
Nice. Hey, Jesus, who are you playing? What are you doing?
Hey, I'm playing Tarsius Chadington. He is a good boy. He took a couple levels in the goodest boy, and he's gone to multi-class into gooder boy.
I love that for him.
Yeah, he's going to next time I can take a feat, I'm going to try to take the feat in doing your absolute best, and that's his vibe.
Excellent. Love that for him.
Yeah.
All right. So, next, who is playing his sister?
Contrary to the goodest boy, there's no. I play Cordelia Chadington, a Medusa fighter rogue.
Nice.
And
Very nice.
In between.
She's Batgirl boss.
I mean, she's Gaslight Gatekeep Girl Boss. And for somebody who is lacking a sister, hey, Sydney, who are you playing tonight?
Wow!
First of all,
Damn!
and in Pride Month.
Fuck!
I can't be mean to Hawk
Ow.
during Pride Month. It's a hate crime.
It is. That pansexual motherfucker. You leave him alone.
That's gay on gay crime. You can't do that.
Right? Yes, hi, I'm Sydney. I'll be playing Nicodemus D. Hawkins, the human rune knight, who is trying to save his baby sister, even though he's pretty sure he's not gonna. And also making eyes at a
You
certain
did more
someone.
than make eyes.
Right now, we're outside, in public.
You faded to
And
black.
Anyway.
kids.
You faded to black. That's what you did.
We faded to black. Has that ever happened on the channel before?
That's, I think,
I think it's the first.
think it's our first.
Yeah.
Oh.
Player Fade to Black. Yeah.
Like a player on player, yeah.
Mhm,
That's
yeah.
the first.
Yeah.
That'd be a first. Good job. Congrats. Here's a gold star.
I don't want it. Thank
Done.
you.
Also, Fade to Black is a pretty good song.
Yes.
You know what else is a good song? Bright Eyes. So we're gonna go with hey Lynn, who are you playing?
Oh my god. I completely like just spaced out for a second, like, who the fuck am I playing? Who am
Not
I again
Alistair.
today?
Not Alistair.
Not
Other
Alistair,
guy.
not all of them. I'm playing Larkspur, the Tiefling Cleric of Ilmater. I literally had to go over to my D&D character sheet because I completely like spaced out on everything.
Good morning, bro. Welcome to the world.
It's been a month. Yeah, it's been a
Listen,
month. You're
I've been
excused.
playing a lot of different characters lately.
You have. You've been.
They're all blending.
Oh God. You're facing the Jeremiah effect now.
Oh god. he is also without a sister.
Oof.
Oops.
Lark.
Time to bond.
Trauma bonding.
No, we're done with that. No more bonding. No more bonding with Hawk.
One and done. Damn. All right. So let's go ahead and roll that intro.
All right, rolling.
Oh, oops.
He would
That's great.
absolutely say that though. That's how he talks. And Phoebe is just like, ugh.
Oh
Yeah.
God, I hate it, but do talk more. Anyway.
When your first date was the
let's-
good old peony, like, you're gonna have phrases for everything else.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Enough about D&D characters in another game that we will reference forever till the end of time. Okay, let's do recap so Sydney can get her notes. So, all right. So a letter had been written by the defecting Red Wizard Iskander, who is calling for someone to rescue him from the horrors within the Red Wizard's keep known as Xonthal Tower. This letter, with knowledge dealt by a former member of the cult, has brought you into the country of Termish, also Hawk's homelands. Upon your arrival, you met a blue dragon named Lenanthon and a party of cultists that were moving what looked to be supplies, as well as people from Hawk's hometown, Benatuan. But it was after Benatuan's attack that it was made apparent the cultists and Lenanthon weren't just stealing townsfolk, but they were also returning them after some time spent within the walls of Xonthal Tower. Those that were taken were experimented on and horribly changed into draconic abominations and set upon the town as a message from Tiamat to all that choose to openly defy and insult her. Among the devastation, unfortunately, Hawk's parents were also changed, and Helene was taken by a Dracohydra acting as Tiamat's imperfect vessel for the meantime. It was after the battle had died down, Larkspur was able to use his cleric abilities to help Hawk's mother, Sorella, find rest in the afterlife, with the promise from Bahamut to guide her soul peacefully. The party then cleaned up what they could, finished off the rest of the cultists and walking undead that were also shambling through town for reasons unknown. And you even captured a red wizard alive. Rosemary made sure of that. But while Lark and Hawk were busy confessing their sins to one another, Cordelia had a rather foreboding encounter with Mrs. Bolts, who did not speak like the old gentle seamstress, but more like an eldritch horror watching from afar. Patience, also, you managed to get in contact with your ever-paranoid father, Cole, and it was with the help of his insight and some consoling words of wisdom that you were able to find a proper and expedited path towards Xonthal Tower, with the help of the map that you had recovered within the dragon's lair. So, you all packed up your things, you were ready to go. Tarsius, with this unending well of info-dumping knowledge worth of labyrinth stuff, you guys made your way out. You took the 3 days journey out to the dragon's lair, and then found the teleportation circle. You spoke the words of power to activate the circle, and you all made your way to the tower. And so, where that brings you now is takes you out to this mountain pass that leads you to a quaint village nestled within these rolling hills of Termish, kind of bowled in by the mountain range of the Termishian mountains. And with that, so it is currently 10 a.m. The sun is starting to climb into the sky. It's not quite there yet. And you see this village just kind of, simple, wooden houses with tiled roofs. You see, and you see the tower. That is the first thing that you do notice, is this tower standing erect within the middle of this village, with what looks to be a very manicured hedge maze circled around this thing. And from how you're observing it right now, you see that this tower stands a very unimpressive 3 stories.
Because I'm walking by, I'm like, that's supposed to hold a maze? Maybe the maze is underground.
And you do look at the hedge maze, and it looks kind of like you would imagine from whenever you would go with your father to do some business visits to other lords' mansions. You would see this nice little play maze that they would be like, oh, go play out in the gardens, children.
Yeah,
that kind of thing. Something simple that you could probably solve in 5 minutes. But let me have everyone roll me a perception as you guys are making your way into this village.
Gonna use you.
Okay, dirty 20. Oh, and I don't remember. Was it agreed that Ollie was going with you? 'Cause I don't recall. I personally don't remember that.
I'd say I would let Ollie stay back.
Okay, sounds good.
I don't want. He
Is
needs
too
to carry
dangerous?
on my legacy when we inevitably die.
Fair.
No.
Yeah.
You said perception?
Yes.
23 on perception.
Oh, I have
23, okay.
advantage on that. Hold on. Oh, shit. However you spell it. Okay.
Quite
Wow.
distracted, so we're 10.
You got a 10?
8 for Hawk.
17.
17. And what'd you get, Hawk?
8. He's looking at Larkspur.
Clearly, you've. It's been some days, but you're still thinking about it.
I am studying, like, where's that
Probably.
mace? I am, like, fucking eyeballs, like...
You're eyeballing it. You're like.
Like the SpongeBob meets Squidward.
So you're walking through the town at this point, and it's very quiet actually, as you're walking through, like, and it's kind of like it looks a lot like how your village is, where it's just kind of like sprawled out, and everything's within walking distance, and just like dirt roads and what have you. But you don't see a lot of people out. It's 10 a.m., which means everybody's up and about at this point. Everybody's starting their day. You see, like, maybe like one or two women like putting some like laundry out on the lines to dry. You see like a couple of people like moving some like boxes, wheelbarrows down the way to like go to like the trade store. You don't see any children though, and you don't see any cats or dogs either. Like that's usually a given in little farm towns like this. You also don't hear any birds. That's a little strange. Of course, the ambience has birds, but you don't hear any birds. You just see people like kind of, like a variety of ages, like from their mid-20s, like into like their 50s or so. But you don't see children. You don't see anybody younger than like anybody around Patience's age, or anybody that's in their teens.
Are they, like, moving in specific patterns, like rhythmically?
No, you just see people kind of going about their day. But what you do see as you're kind of like making your way down the main road, you eventually come up upon a building that looks like it's a tavern. Like, it looks like the outside of a tavern. You've got like the stable attached to the building. You've got the crates and barrels stacked. You see people like taking like barrels of like wine and ale into the tavern, and like you get that smell of like food cooking, and just kind of like that sourness that comes from alcohol being poured. So it's a tavern, but you don't see a sign for it or a name on it of any sorts, but it's definitely a tavern. And you do see people kind of like hanging out outside the building. And in fact, as you are walking, a rogue leather ball, like about the size of a melon, just kind of like rolls into your path, Tarsius. And you see two individuals kind of like waving you down, just like, hey, can you kick that back over here?
Sure. Take it back.
And Lark, you did roll very well. So as you hear these people call out, you recognize them actually.
Oh, joy.
Yeah. They're actually old buddies of yours.
Oh. Great.
As you see a elf, you see a human, and you see a half elf. The half elf and the humans are the ones that are like a little bit more in the road, kind of playing around with like this little like ball, just kind of kicking it back and forth. You see the elf kind of like sitting a ways away, just like with a book in hand, just quietly observing, as every now and then people are just kind of like going in and out of the tavern.
Oh my god. Oh,
the speed
goody.
at which I did these. I'll send you that art, by the way.
Please do. I want to send them.
So, you see your old buddies from the gang you used to run in.
Oh,
See-
jeez.
You see Baxter the human. You've got Patrick the elf, and then tricky Ethan,
Yeah.
who is a
Okay.
half elf. And they as they wave you down, Baxter's the one that's like kind of like waving over, and then he just kind of stops and just like blinks for a minute as he like locks eyes on you, Lark. And it's just like, no shit. And like he
he'll-
like kind of like rouses everyone. He's just like, fuck over here. And they're just like immediately like beelining to you.
Oh,
This guy's kind of
he'll open his arms up, then give them all a big hug.
yeah, they all like hug you, and it's just like, and you know, Ethan's the one that's just like, you're alive. You didn't die. Good job.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
So, where have you been?
Well, I've joined the church.
And they all just kind of like seem a little taken aback by that, and they just like look at each other. You joined a church.
Oh, this, yes, but
Not the church, right? You
oh
You're not-
God, no.
just saying. Ethan just kind of like, you know, gives you like a little like shove, like a little playful shove on the shoulder, and he's just like, I just wanted to make sure you weren't drinking, you know, the sacramental wine, as they say.
Oh, that's all I drink. I actually have some. Would you like some?
Please.
Yeah.
The wine here is shit.
What are you guys doing here?
We've Ethan's the one that starts explaining. Just like a few weeks back, we just picked up and left. Things weren't looking so good back home. We-
Kind of looks around. It's like, and this is better.
Well, I mean, look, it's as bad as you would imagine it. It's, you know, the town is being starved out. The church is getting fatter, obviously. But, look, Patrick had a bad feeling about. There were some adventurers that the church hired, like, some time back to go excavate one of the tombs, one of the tombs from, the Rotting Wars. And he was pretty sure they were going to bring back something that wasn't going to be very good for the town. So,
Did you happen to see what this party looked like?
yeah, they were I find my notes again. And he will describe it, and it was the party that you did see at the brothel.
Ah. Ah, yes, I did. I met their cleric.
Okay. I take it he's no longer working. He just kind of like
No.
elbows you.
No, he's not. Very unfortunate.
Oh, such a shame. Thoughts, prayers, sorrows, all that stuff.
Yes.
Hmm.
And he's gonna kind of like lean into his boys and like put his arms around them to kind of like talk to them quietly.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I'll like lean in with you.
Okay, yeah. To be honest, this whole cleric thing is just a cover.
Oh, really?
Yes, I joined a domination that I believe in. It's worships the bastards that are left behind.
All right, I see. So you found yourself a cloth that, fits, assholes like us. Got it.
My favorite kind. But
Nice.
I do have to let you know, I do plan on going back home. And I don't plan on leaving.
I mean, if you do go, I'm gonna be honest, you might, yeah, you're probably not gonna leave. whether it be by your terms or whatever they brought back.
It will be by my own terms. And I plan to take out as many bastards as I can.
I mean, just don't be disappointed if you go back and you find half the town, dead.
That would be a disappointment.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what they get for poking around in places that have like necromancer curses and shit on it. So that's what happens.
That's fair.
I mean, I get
Anyway,
it. You do you.
enough. Whatever this is, drink the wine, and he'll kind of like turn around and like look at the rest of the group and just be like, "Oh yeah, I'm following these people."
Hey, and like Baxter kind of like pulls you back into the fold, and he's just like, so we're not the only ones here, just so you know. We kind of like, a lot of us kind of like, a lot of us that could leave picked up and left, and Jacques and his girl are also here too. And you'll know who he's referencing as. Jacques is somebody that ran in your group that kind of was like the wild card of the group, in the sense of, if he did something, even Tricky Ethan was like, dude, I need you to calm down.
Wow.
He was the one that was always pushing. He was the one that was always pushing the limits.
Yeah.
And he's kind of like, he's like really made it here. Like he's like made a thing for himself here. Like,
Has he started his own group?
Sorta, kinda. Like, okay, so and Ethan's just kind of like, look, I'm gonna be real with you, dude. We're kind of in a cult.
Wait, you guys are in the cult too?
Just out of the open.
Just like, for like talking, like, bro. And so yeah, because we came here and like they offered us like housing and like clothes and stuff, and they're like, hey, you want a job? And we're like, yeah, I guess. No questions asked.
When have you guys ever been the ones to just take handouts? Have you lost your dignity?
Yes, actually.
Fair.
Look, with all this shit that's going on, like everybody's talking about the world ending, some like dragon thing is going to show up. We wanted to kind of sit on the side where we don't die. Like, it's I know we've had this whole thing like running through, like, back and over, where we're just like, death before, ever submitting to like the man or whatever. But look, like, giant like gods, dragons, whatever, that's a little over my scape. I just want to do me.
And what is that?
I don't know, live to the next day and see if I, write the next big hit. Just saying. Could be out there. Maybe it could be your song,
You realize you, like, inadvertently kind of have the plot of Rent going on?
Yeah. A little bit.
Arkita.
Vita.
Those dogs being thrown off of a building. I want to know.
Well, let me just say, you all are fucking stupid for joining the cult.
Yeah, well... But, I mean, that's the thing, though. So, I'm telling you this because we were told by... So, Jacques acting like he's in charge, right? Which means that he's got people that are in charge of him. That's how this shit works. It's like this weird pyramid thing. Like, you try to... you get people under you so that you can be on top of them, but there's always someone on top of you, kind of shit. I don't know. But the people above him told him, then he told us that they're kind of like looking for a group that's running with like a little like a tiefling kid and a minotaur, and I think your group matches the description. So I'm just saying, like, people are gonna know.
What do you think is our best way to get through here without being noticed?
And like
What? There's plenty of those.
everybody
around.
roll me a perception, y'all. Everybody roll me a perception.
Sure.
That one's not as good.
16.
That was an 11. That's not as good.
Oh.
Oh my god.
You're just like enjoying. You're like, man, that's so great. Lark has friends. I love
Oh, he has friends. Oh, he's using a lot of bad words. Okay, I'm gonna pay attention over here now.
That was a 23 for
that.
Hawk.
23. You are very invested that Lark suddenly has a backstory, and you're like,
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
what'd you get, patience?
Oh.
What'd you get, patience for perception?
21.
21. You were ever so insightful. And Cordelia, what'd you get?
16.
16. Okay. Awesome. So, pretty much everyone but Tarsius at this point. But, as far as, like, it goes, like, you have, like, maybe, like, a person or two kind of, like, taking things in and out, and they're just, like, kind of eyeballing. And this guy goes inside, like, one more time, and then he doesn't come out. But then, like, two more people do come out. And, Lark, you do recognize this individual as Jacques, right here. As he kind of like swings the doors open to the tavern, and he walks outside, and he's just like, well, mercy, mercy me. Been a while. How have you been?
Go fuck yourself, Jacques.
I see you've got some new friends. That's uncharacteristic of you. Just kind of like makes his way over. And like your dudes just kind of like all kind of like move over here like, nah.
Motherfuckers.
Like, fuck this guy. So, what brings you around here? You're a long, long ways from banishment, was it?
DM, can we hear anything that Jock's saying?
Yeah, this dude's like
Okay,
very
okay,
bombastic, very
yeah.
grandiose. Like
Okay.
you can. This dude's stage talking. Like, let's
Okay.
be real.
Like,
So,
Hawk,
sorry.
like, we're getting closer. Like, don't you hurt him. Don't
Oh,
you come,
God.
no. Come over here with that foolishness. Meh. Meh.
What are you doing here, Jacques?
Getting paid, making a living. You know. I'm just doing my thing. Why? Is there something wrong with that? Am I not allowed to, you know, stake out my own land and, you know, build something from the ground up? Is that not allowed here?
Get away from Hawk. Sidestep.
Sidesteps as Hawk keeps sidestepping towards Lark.
You do know what you're doing this for, right?
I mean, look. At the end of the day, the gold coin is going to be dirty in someone's hand. Might as well be mine.
You know that she's probably going to kill you, right? You're not going to survive this. It's all lies.
I mean, how does that make you any different from me?
Because at least I'm trying to stop it.
What's the point?
You're bending a knee.
Coward! Sorry, I had something in my throat. Oh, excuse me, sorry.
I mean, again, how are you any different? You bend a knee to one god, I bend a knee to another.
I bend a knee to no one.
And yet I hear you're a cleric now. That's ironic. What would your sister think? What would Mariana think? What would she?
Hold Hold, please.
Okay.
Oh, touchy subject.
As he's standing there, he's like fully decked out in like this dark leather armor, like the same ones that you see a lot of like the dragon fangs wearing, and he's got like, you know, a dark like short sword on his hip as he kind of like rests his wrist on top of the hilt. As he kind of like leans back on his heels.
All the douchey stance.
And behind him you see this like little like half elven woman just kind of like, obviously she's acting like this has secured her. Have like, all right, this is gonna be a controversial opinion. Have you ever seen like the military wives that act like they're their husband's rank?
Yes.
Yes.
Bro,
That's her.
Teddy in second class.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Lark's gonna hear that about his sister, and he's going to cast Harm.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Go for it.
We'll see what happens. Con save.
Con save. Alrighty, let me grab that con save for you. First of all, I need my stats. So we are working off of your stats. Okay.
You fucked around and you found
Now
out.
he's about to find us out.
That's the body hitting the floor.
First roll of the night, that's great. That's a 4.
Cool, he did not hit the DC of 15.
Oh man, I don't think he did.
Nope. Instantaneous.
So what?
14d6 of necrotic damage.
Roll me that 14d6.
Give me a minute, I have to fish out the dice.
1 sec, please.
1 moment, please.
If a target fails a saving throw, its hit point maximum is reduced for 1 hour by an amount equal to the necrotic damage it took.
Nice.
Any effect that removes a disease allows a creature's hit point maximum to return to normal before that time passes.
So what's everyone else doing in this moment?
Or
Patient's just been standing there, just like looking back and forth. You know, overhearing it's like, oh yeah, like they're looking for like a Minotaur and a Tiefling, and she's like,
I don't know if we
maybe I
heard
should
that
do
part
something
though.
about how I look.
You did not hear that part
Yeah,
because that was
doesn't
in
quite.
Lark's
Yeah.
circle.
Talk was literally about, like, as soon as Jacques said that shit about Lark's sister, Hawk was about to step up and be like, hey, you can shut your fucking mouth, and then he saw Lark getting magic, and he's like, never mind. He's got this.
it's a lot of dice.
Let that happen.
What's your roll?
It's this guy right here that was talking shit.
That's the
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, that's Jock.
Hey, DM.
Get hit.
Sorry, because my computer's been acting up.
No, you're good. You're good. Yes,
Patience is
Jesus.
just gonna pick up. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, Tab.
Medium patience.
No, Patience was just gonna pick up Gren and just walk around all that, just to be like, that's not my circus, that's not my monkeys, sort of thing.
Mhm.
Like, excuse me.
No, let me give you control of Karen. There you go.
Thank you. So I'll just be like, yeah. Just going around.
This dragon is like hanging in
54.
her arms. Holy shit!
Nice.
You get this guy to literally bend the knee. As he
Good.
drops down, kind of like clutching his chest, and you watch as like
Nice.
this necrotic
Nice.
energy just like spiders through him like these red like veins of magic as you just unleash this on him. And is this isn't a touch based spell, right?
No.
That's so OP.
He's gonna go up, and as this dude is kind of like, is he on the ground at all? Like, is he?
Yeah,
that
he's
hurt,
kneeling.
or-
He's
Okay.
kneeling. He's on one knee. It's
Okay,
just
cool.
kind of
He's
like
gonna-
breathing through his teeth.
Great.
As
He's
you-
going to stand over him and be like, "Don't you dare say her name ever again."
Oh. Okay, that happened.
He's gonna look up at you. He'll have his hand over his chest, and it looks like that he's like clutching something, kind of like within like the breast area of like the leather armor. And he looks up at you, and you see like this like little like these beads of like ruby red kind of like starting to collect in the corners of his mouth from internal bleeding. And he is just going to he's going to stagger up, and you're about the same height, both of you, and he's going to spit the blood in your face. And then he's going to take a swing. He's going to take a swing at you.
That's unsanitary.
Can he do a dexterity or something to block it? Something to block it?
Let's see what he rolls first. I would say, is this something that you would be anticipating?
I mean, he ran with people who brawl. I would assume so.
All right, so I'm going
Unless you want to do like a dex versus dex thing.
I'm going to say I will roll with disadvantage. So that way, because you are already anticipating that he's going to do something.
If he stands up, I'm anticipating it.
Yeah. All right, so he rolled a
Is this just
7.
dex?
Well, I rolled for an unarmed strike, so I rolled with disadvantage. So he rolled a 7. So when he stands up, you're gonna immediately like do what you need to do to either like block his attack or move out of the way.
I'm gonna see if he can block it. What would he need to roll?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you already blocked it.
Oh.
Like he rolled a 7, so you've already blocked it successfully.
Okay.
So he goes to like swing wide at you.
He retaliate with another unarmed strike. Punch back.
Go for it.
Cool. What's it? Unarmed strike +4.
Yeah, roll me that. Roll me that attack.
14.
We're bare knuckle brawling now.
I love it.
All right, so you said 14.
Yeah.
That does not make it.
Damn it.
All right, so before I start rolling back and forth for this little fisticuffs, so Patience is moving around. Tarsius, what are we doing?
I'm going to use my Minotaur eyes and see if our new friend has any magic on them.
He does.
Okay.
The area that he was gripping on his chest, you see that there is a glow right there.
Okay. And
you also see the same, and it's kind of like pulsing with like this this magic, and at the same time you see the same thing happening with his girlfriend. And then also these guys, they kind of have something in their breast pocket that's also starting to pulsate. You watch as, now that you're noticing that, you see as they kind of like pull it out, and you see, since Baxter's the closest one, it looks like this little, it looks like this little like little clawed hand, like clutching like a little sigil. And they kind of like look at each other and just like,
Guess I'll. Does it function like the spell, or is it?
Yeah, you're basically casting an at-will detect magic.
I guess I'll just take the action to see what school of magic comes from.
Sure, it is whatever fucking school sending is, or alarm. That's what I was looking for.
Abjuration? I want to say.
I believe so. That is.
I can look it up if you need me to. While you
I'm already
do.
Googling it.
Oh, okay. I was like.
Abjuration. Yes, that is correct. So it is an abjuration spell.
I'm just gonna, guys. Their claws are doing magic. Abjuration specifically. Like I know what the fuck that means.
Yeah, these guys will kind of like sidle up.
His real intention is, his friend is in a fist fight with somebody else. He doesn't want anyone to interfere with that fist fight. That's between both of them. So that's
that is a fight among men right there.
yeah. That is his intention. So he's just gonna like move up here ish, not like, and he just doesn't want anyone to get involved in that fight. That's their fight.
Fair. All right. Well, as that's going on, Hawk, you'll see Lark's friends just kind of like sidle up next to you. Tricky Ethan's gonna be the one that's gonna kind of like nudge you, and he's gonna like pull out the claw, and he's just like, "Look, I don't want to be a downer, but Shock just raised the alarm. There's gonna be a lot of people over here real fast.
So we need to go. Where do we go?
I mean, that's your choice. That's whatever you want to do, man. But like,
Where are they going to come from?
literally everywhere.
Okay. How far is the tower from?
Y'all think that too? Oh, guess tower now.
The tower, it's not too far off. Like, you're literally like maybe like a 5-minute run towards it. It's like a straight shot through the main road just to get to it. But
Okay, cool.
let me roll for Shock's attack.
It's funny to pick up that dragon. That dragon can't run more than 30 seconds.
So Lark, does a 16 hit?
Yes.
All right, let me roll. That thing. Where's my fucking d4s at? Keep forgetting they're shaped differently.
They're call traps.
They're not no, mine are not caltrops.
Oh,
They're like little oblongs.
nice.
Cool.
So that is because he's got specific things. So that is going to be 4 points of bludgeoning damage as he just like clocks you across the jaw. And you feel something kind of like pop when he does it too.
Oh. He's gonna keep fisting fighting. Like, let's go.
He's gonna keep what now?
He's gonna keep fist fighting.
Fist and fighting.
That's not what I heard at first.
That's not what I heard either, and I'm like, hello?
Fist and fighting. You know,
Hawk
good old
is
fist and
rejoined the
fighting.
chat. Hello?
Discord noise. Alright, so go ahead and give me a swing. As he clocks you like across the jaw, and like it kind of causes you to stagger back slightly. And you see as he just kind of has this wild grin. That hits. As he says,
Yay.
marry Anna. He just like
Okay.
waits
yeah.
for your hit, basically.
Oh yeah. Gotta give him the good old slappy slap. And what's the damage die?
So I believe it's just your. Hold on. Double check. You don't have Tavern Brawler, do you? Or
No.
You're not proficient in unarmed fighting.
No. No, he's a cleric.
Then it would be.
So you never
strength.
know. You're a criminal.
One.
Yeah, so it'd be strength modifier.
1.
So yeah, one plus your modifier. So 2.
1. 1.
Just 1. Okay.
It's just 1.
Pink. I mean, you took a lot off of him. So you're just kind of shaving it down by this point. All right. So I will say by this point.
So much for sneaking through.
I mean, you can keep trying. Let's say by this point, while this is happening, I gotta get used to my new setup. You start seeing these dudes start popping up, kind of running out from
Yeah.
different buildings and alleyways. So they're all just like yelling at you, just like yelling, pointing, like they found you basically. So here they come.
I mean, they know who we are.
They see their leader basically getting the shit rocked out of him by people they've never seen before. So
and they keep coming, right? Like it doesn't look like this is it. Like it looks like they're more.
yeah, no, there's gonna be more. Like these are the ones that are now showing up in the area. You're seeing more. Like basically, like you're getting like a village worth of people.
Hawk is going to step over to Lark and like put his hand on his shoulder and be like, "We need to go. I know you. This
Ma?
guy deserves to have his shit rocked. We need to go."
Nope.
Oh. But
We're
sorry,
gonna die a lot sooner rather than later.
I'm gonna apologize
If we don't
to
go.
Mr. Sorry, Father, and I'm going to go in for a goring rush onto
Oh, shit.
our friend over here.
Oh shit! All right, Lark,
Uh,
are you gonna do anything to prevent that, or are you just gonna let it happen?
Who's he goring?
Tarsius is gonna gore Jacques.
Oh yeah, fuck that guy.
Okay.
Go roll me your attack.
Okay. That might not hit. That is a 16.
That hits.
Okay, cool. He needs to make a strength saving throw DC 17 or be pushed back 10 feet.
That was a 5.
Alright, he's pushed back 5 feet and he takes a total of 8 points of bludgeoning damage. I believe. Yeah, my horns are bludgeoning because they're facing backwards. So he gets pushed back 10 feet. I'll say, if it's cool with you, DM, can he be pushed back into the house? Like, I just,
Yep.
smack him that way?
Bam. All right.
And,
That works.
I'm like,
Additional point of
I'm
damage
like-
on that one.
like, scared, like, sorry, grab him, put him on my shoulder, let's go!
No. Lark's gonna try to get out of that.
All right, roll me contesting grapples.
Okay. I want you
What's
to...
grapple again?
I'm grappling,
Okay.
so you get to choose athletics or acrobatics. I have to do athletics.
Yeah.
Unless the
Okay.
DM tells me other fucking wise.
I'm gonna assume athletics is your best one.
It
Lark
is.
got a 4.
Oh, okay.
Flopping
Well,
like a fish.
I rolled an 8 plus 5, so 13? 14.
So
Sorry,
he's wriggly.
sorry,
He's real wriggly.
sorry. I think this is a sin, and I apologize. And I'm running.
What a very. It's not a sin to manhandle a clergyman.
What church have you been to? As I'm running.
Larks. I'm
What's
just.
up, Lark?
Can Lark cast something while he's grabbed?
Depends on what you're casting. What's going on?
He wants to release an insect plague. That guy.
Yes.
Okay, sure.
Fuck
sure.
yes.
It's so funny that you say that.
Oh no. The child had the same
Well,
idea.
Your
This
patience.
Jacques gonna have to make a con save.
No.
Also,
Okay,
it's 300 by 20 feet sphere.
fucking
20
hell.
foot radius sphere.
You're bringing the apocalypse early.
I mean,
All right, let
that's
me roll
what
a
they
con
wanted, right? Tiamat's gonna bring that, right?
Yeah,
I mean, like,
That
it's,
is true.
yeah, right.
Patience, what were you planning to
Fucking
do?
yes.
She was gonna walk forward to where all these other guys were coming out of the woodwork and taking a page from a one shot. Please leave and just insect plague.
All right, double insect plague. I'll roll for them and let me. Okay, so Jacques got a 16 on his con save. The other dudes got a 4.
My
that'll
insect plague
pass.
did not go through.
Okay, is it a half damage if it fails or?
Yeah,
I believe it is. I mean,
half as much on a successful
Because
save.
the insects are out regardless of if
Yeah.
he fails or succeeds.
Yeah.
So
The bugs are out.
the bugs are out.
a ton of
What's
locusts.
yeah? What kind of bugs are you doing, Lark?
Ooh. Yeah.
You know what?
Cockroaches.
That's awful. That's awful.
Wait a minute.
Thanks.
Are you
So
giving us
heinous.
the liberties to pick the bugs?
This DM says sure.
Have something exactly.
I would have picked mosquitoes myself.
Wasp.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Hornets.
Texas.
real
Oh.
murder hornets.
Oh, the Japanese murder hornets.
Big ones.
Those things are huge.
I can't imagine how absolutely fucking terrifying that
I made
would
the
be.
bug person have to pick a bug, so we're gonna be here a minute. Okay, so
You picked
Oh,
her
I was
special
just doing my
interest.
damage. That was 30.
all right.
Nice. Nice.
So
I
30.
was gonna pick Dobson flies because those look like hell on earth anyway.
Are
That's
those
awful.
the ones
Thank you
that
for
burrow
that.
into you?
Half
Those are
half
bot
of the
flies, I think.
damage, Vic.
Yes.
Half of my damage is 12 and a half.
Oh, so 13.
Okay.
You could. Jesus, I think. Well, not with burrowing ones. I know that bot flies lay
Bot
eggs on
flies.
people.
Bot flies.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Ew.
You gotta be shitting me.
What?
This is a great spell.
Hey, Lark, how do you want to do this?
You
Oh, yay!
so
I want.
everybody. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, Lark's got his thing. Then we'll
Do
go back
it.
to
Let's
you,
do it. Fuck yes.
I want the bugs to attack him, and as he's screaming, they go into his mouth, and he chokes and dies.
You're going full thing. I hate that.
Love
Thanks,
it.
I hate it.
Love it. Fuck yes. Awesome.
That looks amazing.
If your guys are just kind of standing over there, and Ethan's just like, dude, Mercy got intense.
Didn't we used to play cards with that guy? Shit.
Shit, man.
We've come a long way from Hot Wheels.
For real.
And I'm sorry, I'm just double checking something here too. I'm using Gren for it.
Ethan's just like, good luck on your murder quest.
I was like
Yeah, it's gonna be all
running
of
with
them.
like a vial of acid about to hand it to Hawk, like, oh no, well you took care of it, never mind. Like as I'm running with
Alright.
Cordelia, it's like I mean
Everybody's
if a priest
booked
does it, it does it I mean it's not bad if a priest does it.
Question:
Yes.
does anybody here have a phobia of bugs?
That depends why.
Well, I was gonna post what she basically
Can you hide the
Is it a picture or a GIF? Because you can only spoil pictures.
picture.
Yeah, you can do a
Use photos,
spoiler.
That's fine. Do a spoiler. Alright,
Like, well,
so you guys are booking it through. This dude's dead. His girlfriend's screaming about it. She's just received a core memory in her life.
Mm. Ding ding.
And all your dudes are just kind of like hanging back, and they're just like, yeah, fuck it, let's go. So they just all run with you to get to the tower.
Great. Let's go.
Awesome.
You're running, let me get you back
Oh,
on
that
map.
is beautiful. And save.
basically summoned.
It's pretty.
What flies in hell look like.
Nah.
So take all you guys. And you guys pretty much make it all the way here. You run, you're dodging, with the help of your three bros, Larkspur, you kind of all you manage to avoid the initial wave of like people running through, and you're brought upon the tower. And as you're standing in front of the tower, it looks the same as it did from literally from when you were entering town. It looks like a basic 3-story tower, and there's like a simple hedge maze around it, like a beautiful manicured hedge maze just around it. And you're just like right at the entrance, and your buddies Patrick, Baxter, and Tricky Ethan are just like, cool. I don't know what you got to do in there. We haven't been there ourselves, but this is it. Just be careful, because I hear it's kind of like weird in there.
He's gonna walk over and hug his bros.
And they'll hug you back.
Or, the group hug.
Oh.
They'll hug you back, and it's just like, good luck with what you're gonna do. Sorry about what happened.
Oh.
Wish we could have done more. You didn't deserve that. But hey, you're gonna give them what's coming to them, right?
Yeah. What are you guys going to do?
Well, now that you've judged us for hanging out here, I think we're gonna leave and find somewhere else to hang.
He's going to take out his pocket, like his bag,
Mhm.
and then he's going to give them all his money.
And Baxter just kind of like looks at it, like his eyes just like go wide. He's like, Are you sure?"
Yeah, you guys will need it more than I will.
Yeah, but like, what if you gotta like buy potions and shit? I don't know. Okay.
I'm not a potions guy. I'm more of a poisons guy.
Fair enough. All right. And then we just kind of like hand off like the bag to I guess the one they choose is the responsible one for the money.
Patrick.
Yeah, and they'll hand it to Patrick, and it's like, okay, well, you see and Ethan's just like, if you see Lord Gross, high Don Lord Gross when you get there, can you like just like deck him in the dick for me just once?
Oh, absolutely.
Fuck that guy. And he's got like this. Because like, look, we only found out about the cult because he was having people hang out around the church, so he just kind of, took the L and went for it. So, but it kind of sucks. So we don't know where we're gonna go, but we'll figure it out.
See you when I see you.
Yeah. All right. Well, hit us up for drinks before you decide to bite the big one and burn everything down.
You're afraid to join me.
It's. I love a good arson, but I like to be able to live long enough to enjoy it.
That's fair.
But best of luck on that.
We'll give them all like a playful shove, and then they'll do a group hug.
Yeah, and I'll
Lots of shoulder slaps.
lots of shoulder slaps, and they all bid you farewell, and they run off. So.
Lark is sad.
Aw, sad boy. Alright, so you guys are before the tower, right at the entrance of the hedge maze. What are we doing?
Just gonna step forward. Alright, guys. No worry, just follow me. I got this. Super fucking cocky and confident. Just go forward.
Is there anything you guys want to do before you enter?
I mean, for safety, if you guys really want, we can tie ropes to each other, or start in formation, squishies in the middle. Cordelia should probably be up in front, looking for traps, although I will never admit it.
Patience is probably going to be stuck next to Hawk because
Okay.
I don't think she's going to be allowed to wander off.
Alright. Hawk, is there anything you want to do before entering?
What's up there for like marching order, I guess, and then people can move wherever they want.
Oh, you're muted, Hawk.
The dumb part of Hawk in his head watches Lark like look all sad, and he's like, hug? I also look at hugs. You need hug?
You got a himbo offering you a hug.
Stay the fuck away from me.
Die them.
Like how far? Like Hawk would, yeah, like keeping patience close, like don't wander off, please. Please.
I'm not.
Hawk, like, literally, like, within a 5 feet radius of Lark, whether he's ahead of him or behind him, and he's just like, is this still too close? I'd hate to get too close. Not trying to get in your bubble. The hug is still on the table.
You being in the same realm is too close.
You wound me.
I'm gonna look at both of them. Why are you guys acting weird?
I was gonna say Patience looking back and forth in between them. Yeah, you guys are being weird.
You were like glowing yesterday, and like now you're like all weird about it. You also
I
smelled
don't
really.
glow, I get annoyed.
You also were like really smelly. Like dirty water.
What?
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
I got a big nose. I'm a Minotaur.
Oh, Tarsius, I'm so sorry.
Hawkins gonna look at Tarsius and be like, how often are you, like, doing sniff checks on...
I don't.
You want to talk about people acting weird. Sniffing people?
Hey, it's like when someone farts in a room, it just comes to me. It was like that.
Because he's talking, you see his giant cow nose just kind of like flare as he's like exhaling. So, kind of there.
Well, anyway.
All right. So as you guys,
As
you guys make your way in.
Not answer that question.
So you guys are going to make your way into the maze, and you find that this is going to be a singular path. As you walk through like this like very clean manicured entrance, there's like statues in the way and like this whole thing. It looks very pristine, and then you step foot into the maze, and it is wild. It is overgrown, and it is dark. And the first hello, random dog barking outside. And then you're going to find yourselves walking for a little bit as the bushes, which looked like they stood about 10, maybe 13 feet high, now tower above you, like stories upon stories of maze.
Bigger on the inside.
Hi, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
That is a lovely trick.
And as you step in, the path behind you closes.
Ooh,
Oh,
Oh, that's not.
exciting.
And you walk kind of like the singular pathway, like soft, like mossy grounds, like with bits of clover and like here and there, until you find yourself at your first open space within the maze. And let me change up my music so we have something a little bit more.
Yeah, I think the music was good.
We find. I miss this music.
oh, ominous.
Yes. So, you make your way into your first open area as you come across this kind of it's almost like a pavilion where you walk out of your chosen like pathway and you see like 7 more pathways, each spreading in a different direction, and sitting in the middle is a sundial on top of this these stone steps. And while the light does seem dimmer in here, there is still sunshine streaming through. What's the plan?
That is a nice sundial.
That's a nice boulder. It does the sundial or pavilion have any magic on them? Just magic eyes.
So what you will notice is that everything around you is enchanted, Tarsius. The entire maze is just
Perfect. Awesome.
filled and saturated with magic.
Everything's magic. Noted that 20 minutes that way, and then we'll not mention it again. Okay.
So what do we do?
I want to look at the sundial.
Yeah,
Sure.
same.
Yes, baby. One
All right,
second.
so you all approach the sundial.
I can. There.
What time is it
Yeah, I was about to ask
Summertime.
if it.
on the sundial?
Can I roll survival check to try to see if or nature check to see if like the sun is correlating correctly to the sundial?
Absolutely, yeah. Roll me that nature check.
Boop, boop, boop. That might not work. That's a 5 plus nature. That's a 5.
All right. So, and I'll say, because Cordelia, you're also looking at the sundial as well. You can also roll a nature check on that too, or investigation, however you want to do it.
Yes, Cinnabon. 1 second, baby.
If Hawk is looking at it, can he as well?
Yes, that's fine. Anybody who wants to investigate the sundial, look at it, do a nature check, feel free.
Nature check is 18.
All right.
You said just nature?
Nature or investigation, however you want to handle it.
I need
6.
to be kind of
That's a 24 for Hawk for investigation.
Smart boy.
We are smart, but we are dumb. Thankfully, this is not the wisdom-based roll.
Okay. Now, let me give you control of the baby again.
I'm just gonna stay here.
Oh. Oh no. Oh no, I have him on the right layer. There you go. There's your baby. Okay. Larkspur, is there anything you want to do while we're in this area? Lark.
Sorry, I was muted. He's gonna
Oops.
sulk. He's not terribly.
Roll for sulking.
Let me roll that real fast. 18.
That's a heckin' good salt.
One heck of a song.
Damn, he is sulking hard.
Rudy.
Broody boy, love that for him.
Yeah.
Patience is just gonna look over to Lark and just be like, "That was cool what you did with the insect plague back there."
Just kind of look over. And he's got his arms crossed across his chest, and he just kind of looks over and he's like, thanks.
That's adorable. Alright, so, with the nature checks. So, Cordelia, since you rolled an 18 for your nature, Tarsius, you're just kind of looking at it and you're like, oh, it's kind of like, it's a sundial. And the first thing you notice is that the shadow of the sundial is pointing straight ahead with the whatever you call it.
The hand?
I have a
yeah.
name for it. I have the name for it. I forgot it. Hold on. The gnomon.
Oh, okay. I don't know this.
It's not a gnomon.
Okay, cool.
Fun fact.
Fun fact of the day.
I also read that out of a D&D book, so that could be wrong too. But that's what I learned. So you see that the shadow is pointing straight ahead on the gnomon towards the path that is straight ahead. But you also look at your... the first thing you notice is that your shadows, because it is around 10 o'clock or so in the afternoon, your shadows are where they're supposed to be for like 10 in the morning.
Where is our shadow pointing?
That's a good question.
Is our shadow behind us
if
or in
it's-
front of us? Is it pointing
Is
the
this
same?
oriented north at the top?
No, so according to your shadows are pointing this way, if I'm reading that correctly. So your shadows are behind you.
Okay.
Ah.
But the sundial shadow is going that way.
Yes.
Weird.
Isn't it?
If Hawk walks on the other side of it,
Mm-hmm.
does his shadow change directions? Or is it still his shadow is correct?
Your shadow is consistent.
That's wild.
I'm gonna look at Cordelia. What if we just move the hand the thing that I totally know what it's called.
The Gnomon.
The Gnomon. The Gnomon.
There isn't a gnome on it.
Don't move the gnome.
Ooh, gnome.
Towards direction where it should be to create the actual shadow I need to correct. And if I'm wrong, I'll get, like, I don't know, electrocuted or something.
Is there any gears on that thing? Like, it can it be moved?
So, I'll say with Hawk's investigation, since investigation requires more, tactile manipulation, you'll go up to it, you'll kind of like look at it, run your hand along it, and this is some very like, intricately carved stone, but that is what it is. It is solid stone.
I read in a book once that if you just keep going straight, you'll get to the castle.
Not if it is magically
I mean,
trapped
do you
or
think...
whatnot.
Okay, I didn't know you
It was
could read.
controlled by magic.
I read all the time, thank you.
Yes, baby.
Good for you.
Do
Did
you,
you read?
do you think that it's just telling us to go straight? Like, go
Not
in that
sure.
direction?
It could also be
I-
a trap.
Could
Uh,
Well,
I want to
Hmm.
maybe climb on. Can I climb on it? Like,
Sure, yeah, you can climb on it.
Hawk is looking for a little blue worm. Somewhere over here.
kind of go over here,
Worms to be
basically,
had.
Boo.
and maybe touch the stone, touch the dial, and then kind of wave my hand over the shadow, kind of like that. Just do I see any kind of ripple?
So you kind of like stand over it, you like, look at it, you like inspect it from all angles, and you like run your hand over the top of it, and you see, your own shadow as it's like moving over the top of it, but it's kind of like how you normally would with, if you're like shadow on shadow, it's just nothing's happening. It's pretty consistent.
Is the dial itself like carved just numbers?
Yes, it is carved just like a sundial.
So it's saying it's noon right now.
More or less, yes.
Do you think we need to wait until noon until we can move forward?
Oh, maybe saying that's when it's safe.
I
I mean, we could take a little breast. Pulls out a half-eaten sandwich.
by now, you said it was like 10 a.m. when we got to the town?
Yeah, so it's still within that hour because your interaction wasn't very long.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
it's
took what's
saying.
bucket to the cleaners.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
it's
saying that at noon something bad's gonna happen.
If that's the case, then I don't want to be here.
We know nothing about this place. Is there can I
Hawk
roll
is
like
literally like, I really think we should just keep going straight.
yeah we can can I roll a history to see if like there's anything that I've ever like come across on Soul Sour or this place or this specific maze at all or anything?
Sure, roll me
Yeah.
history as you go through your little schoolboy knowledge. Patience. Is there anything you're doing?
She's just kind of like hanging out, but she's gonna move up this way.
Right. Okay.
And is out of curiosity, are there like any sticks or anything like that around on the ground?
Yeah, there's like sticks, there's pebbles, there's like bits of grass and stuff.
I'm gonna take a stick and she's gonna take it and she's gonna throw it in the air.
Okay. You throw it in the air.
Where
It comes
where
down.
it lands,
Yeah.
whatever direction the one point that she has is facing. If it's a stick that has like a knob on the end, whichever way
Okay.
the knob's pointing, that's where she's gonna start walking.
Okay.
Wait. Before you go.
You watch as Patience like launches a stick in the air, comes down, and it will say, "Give me one. Roll me a d8."
D8, cool. That's a 6.
All right. So you're gonna start walking this way.
Gonna wait, Patience, don't go yet. Can do you have a
No, I am just.
do you have a chalk?
You do have your colors.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I have no colors.
Can I see it, please?
Okie dokie.
I
Pull out
wanna
a little bit of pigment for him.
write a line going this way on here
Okay.
to indicate that that's where I was pointing last time.
Okay.
Just in case we come back to this spot again.
All right.
And then I'm gonna write a line on like the edge here that
Okay.
says that we went in in this direction as a
Okay.
note for us if we eventually come back here again.
All right. So you've got your line going that way, and your line going that way.
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. Let's go. All right. So you put your lines down, and do you
Yep.
all plan to walk the same direction as Patience?
Yeah, because we can't let her go by herself.
That's fair.
She just did it. I mean, people can argue with her decision, but
I mean, it's either we go forward this way or we any other direction. I'm more leaning towards this way just because it's pointing in that direction, but we can also go this way too. Let's have a vote of hands, everybody. Do you want to go that way or Patience way?
What was my options?
So your options was
Well-
going straight as the shadow indicates, or going in the direction that Patience is walking.
The random direction.
What is your
Hawk's vote was going straight. We all know that. Hawk was like
That's different for once.
straight to the castle.
What were you saying, Cordelia?
What was the reasoning for going that way?
She threw a stick.
She threw a stick in the air, and then it landed in a direction, and she chose that direction.
Which isn't much better than the fact that Hawk read this in a book. So
Her druid dad taught her that.
just yeet a stick and just go wherever.
Yeah.
That
I'm
sounds
voting,
about right.
I'm voting to go
Let's
straight.
be logical about it, but we need to stick together.
So are we following Patience?
Patience is gonna
Yeah,
get grabbed because
she'll
she
go
keep
with
walking.
everybody else.
No, we're going together. We're just debating which way to go. Like,
I was gonna say, well, like, I think everybody's inclined to just move straight. If Patience keeps walking, I'm gonna ask Tarsius to politely carry
Oh, okay.
Patience.
we're gonna go
I guess I'm going this way.
as
Hawk was gonna turn around and be like, "So are you going to join us, or do I need to carry you this time?" To Lark.
He's just gonna look at him and then just walk past him.
Oh. Get a shoulder check him.
Yes.
Okay. That's a solid man.
She's just gonna stand there and look at Hawk and just have like this weird look on her face, just staring at him.
Oops.
Literally, if Lark shoulder checked him, Hawk is standing there for a second, like grinning. He's just gonna keep walking.
God. Alright, so you guys all go straight
on Pride Month.
on Pride Month.
Oh.
Wow. So,
I wanted to go to the bottom left, but
that's fine.
Jordy rules.
That's totally fine. Alright, so
Skip told me to
I'm
go that way.
going
I
to
would be
need
so proud.
someone.
Well,
What are you?
maybe just-
Oh.
maybe what we can do is walk straight backwards.
I mean, if you want to try.
To the open for an open invitation. Why?
Hawk might be coordinated enough for that. What?
Nothing. I was just sent a message. All right, so I'm gonna need someone to roll me. Roll me a d20. Tell me if
I'll
it's
do
even
it.
or odd.
Even.
All right. So you
Dog
guys
is
walk
upset.
forward. What?
My dog is upset.
Oh goodness.
Oh no,
Oh, it's demon time.
I can hear him from here.
Okay, so you guys walk straight, and the same thing happens when you were walking, and everything just kind of narrows into this long, winding path as you follow the pathway forward. And it starts to get mistier, and soon your vision starts to get obscured. So eventually, you make your way
Downtown.
to this area. And
Ooh.
Cordelia, interesting question for you.
Yeah.
Are you going into this with your hood up or down?
I'm always have my hood up
Okay.
for 90% of the time. My hood is up.
Okay. All right, so as you enter into this kind of winding pathway that's just obscured with fog, I'm going to need you, specifically, Cordelia, to roll me a perception check.
It's 18.
Your head feels lighter. For some reason. Feels lighter.
Like
Colder.
I had a migraine and then it just disappeared, kind of.
Kind of.
I swear
Yeah,
to God,
but-
if anything happened to David Hisselhoff.
How are my snakes acting?
You don't know?
I don't know. I can't like look at them. Like,
Well, if your hood's up, like... But if you pull your hood down, everybody else is going to see as Cordelia now has just dark, wavy hair. She doesn't have any snakes.
What the
that's
fu-
why it's lighter. I am gonna touch it. No, like I'm gonna like something feels
That is-
weird.
That is hair. There's no snakes on you.
And when I don't feel the snakes, I don't feel them talking. It's like, because basically, if I start feeling weird, I was like, "What's happening?" I'm like, "Are you okay?" And then I'm gonna kind of talk to my snakes and touch my hair. If I don't get a response, I will panic. Pull my hair down, and I will panic. Or my hood down. I mean,
Cordelia is going into a panic as she now has regular hair instead of snakes. As you guys enter this next part of the maze.
Patience is looking around at everybody else. Is everybody else looking look normal too? Or is it
Everybody
just
else looks pretty normal.
Do my eyes see anything different with her hair?
You do see that she has hair now. Like that is
That's it.
hair that is not. At first you're just like, who the fuck is that? Oh my god.
Ma'am, you're not supposed to be here. Oh, my hey, oh.
okay, I kind of rolled even or odd on my end because
Okay.
even I was gonna go sprint straight out
Alright.
of panic, but I rolled an odd, so she will hunker down into a fetal position
Oh,
and hyperventilate.
oh god.
No, no.
Okay, we need to give her some space so she can breathe. Step back a little bit. Oh.
She's gonna keep grabbing her hair and just kind of pulling on it. It was like, where are they?
Well, it could be an effect from the maze, so let's not panic.
Like I'm trying to run my hands through the hair too. It was like, because if they still feel full like a snake, or is like really just
Run your finger, and you part it with your fingers, and it feels like hair. And it's
yeah.
just such an alien texture to you, and it just causes you to panic more.
Oh,
Yeah, she's panicking a little bit, looking at her bag of holding. It was like, "Are you in there?" Just looking at inside her hood, removing her jacket.
Is she still like in like? Is she sitting up or is she laying in the fetal position?
Oh, I'm fetal position, probably on the floor now. Kind of
Hawkins
sitting down
gonna
on the floor.
sit on the ground and just be like, "This is a maze by a wizard tower. I'm sure this is one of many weird things that is going to happen. I'm sure that once we leave, everything would go back. Heck, once we make it to the next part of this, it might go back to normal."
I'm gonna look back. Is the way back blocked?
It's just obscured and mist.
I'm gonna, when you say it's a trap, I need to get out of here, and then she's gonna start running.
Grabbing her immediately.
She's immediately running
Roll
forward.
testing grapples. Cordelia, roll
Like full
athletics or
sprint.
acrobatics. Tarsius, roll your thing.
I think we have the same pluses on this one with my acrobatics or your.
No, we don't. I put all my skills in knowledges because I went to
Oh.
school.
He's a fucking nerd.
Yeah. That's an 8.
Oh, my acrobatics is a +8. And I rolled a 7. +8.
So,
So
Perseus, you
15.
anticipate that she's about to bolt, and as you're just about to go to grab her, she bolts half a second before you can reach her.
I'm gonna look at her.
And she's in, and you're running back the way
Yeah.
you came.
Since I don't see, it was like, well, Hawk said once we go to the next part.
Oh, okay. Still.
Hawk said maybe.
All right, roll me. Everybody, roll me perception. Cordelia, roll with disadvantage since you are kind of running with a blind
Alright,
panic.
You failed me, dice. I'm gonna roll different
Oh
dice.
no!
Natural 20.
All right, this actually works for you, Patience, because you're closest to the ground.
Was a natural. I was a natural 23 for Hawk. Yeah.
21.
Hawk is sitting
21.
on the ground, so
Twen-
he is also close to the ground-ish.
That's right.
24.
It's funny with these natural 20s because I did roll natural 20 but disadvantage, so that is a 10.
Just looking over at Hawk and being like, and you said I was the one you need to worry about running off.
I'm still worried about that. Yes.
Well, this is the first Cordelia just ran off on her by herself. What's
She
your
is not
talent,
usually a flight
Patience?
risk. She's not usually the flight rescuer. Besides, I'm
Like,
much
I
more
told
afraid
you
of your
she was on-
father than I am of. I'm sure his name is Chadington.
Yeah. You're
That's
not.
something I don't know.
Like,
Yeah, you're not supposed to be afraid of.
I told you we.
Yeah.
I told you we should have gone the way the stick showed.
Well, the next time we find a weird sundial, we can go which way the stick goes.
Okay. Cordelia, what is your AC?
18.
Okay, so first attack is a 19.
Okay.
And the second one's a 22.
Whoa.
As you're running, there's just this sharp whistle of 2 arrows firing out of the hedge. And both of them catch you, perfect grouping on your shoulder as you stumble, as you are struck by these arrows. Let me roll the damage on those. That is... Oh, it's a D8. Okay. And the extra effect on those is not going to work on you, because you are technically resistant. Or immune, I should say. So that's going to be 11 points total of piercing damage. You will not take any of the poison.
I guess in RP purposes, I get shot, I just kind of stumble.
Yeah, you'll stumble slightly, and like your hand will immediately go up to where you've been struck. As Hawk and Patience, since you're the lowest to the ground, the first thing that you notice with your perception checks is that the ground is shaking, as if something heavy is moving through it.
That's not good, right? She looks over at Hawk.
Tarsius, what did you get for your perception?
24.
24, okay. So, you don't feel the shaking much so, neither does Lark, but you hear something. And what you hear is this kind of empty rattling noise. Like someone shaking like some loose gravel in like a wooden cup.
Oh. Sounds like rocks, guys. Like a hollow thing, like a rattle.
When Patience asks him if that's a bad thing, Hawk's like, that's definitely. And he'll like relay to Tarsius, and Lark be like, the ground is shaking.
Oh.
There's something big.
Just get back. Get back.
Tarsius,
Yep.
for the rattling that you hear,
Yeah.
Jeremiah, what kind of snakes did Cordelia have on her head?
Yes.
I forgot what I said. It was a green something.
This is also.
Were they constrictors?
No,
They are now.
I don't think so.
Like a bush viper? Like the green
Yes.
one?
Like a bush viper, okay.
Yeah, I remember a viper. I think it was a bush viper.
So,
I forgot. I didn't write it down.
Tarsius, there was a point in your life where you wanted to learn everything you could know about snakes because you wanted to figure out what kind of snakes your sister had on her head when she was wondering that at one point in her life. And so you went and you like looked up every book on snakes. You asked your Uncle West and like some other druids about the different kinds of snakes.
Green pit viper.
So green pit viper,
I was
okay.
about to send you the picture.
So you did learn that what she has are green pit vipers, but then you learned about a bunch of other snakes. And one of them is now coming back to you as you realize that the sound you're hearing is the tail of a rattlesnake.
They're more afraid of us than we are of them. Oh, that's a rattlesnake. That's a rattle then. It's a warning.
Where's the snake? That's a big ass snake.
So, what is everybody doing in this moment before we roll
Cordelia,
initiative?
Cordelia needs to come closer to me. That's what needs to happen.
Um,
I'm gonna look at
Hawk is
everybody.
gonna step
Oh, sorry.
back. Patience. Or crawl and then stand up.
Okay.
Staying kind of low. He is tall.
All right.
Patience is just pulling out her bow.
So take out my axe. I'm like, if it's green, do not hit. Fight defensively if they're green. They might be actually Cordelia's snakes.
What? Patience confused. What?
If
think-
I don't know, they're wizards. Wizards do wizard stuff. I don't know.
I think he thinks that the sound we hear.
That's a
snakes
rattlesnake.
might be-
It's a rattlesnake, and the pit vipers look completely different. I'm just saying, I don't know, but if it's my sister's hair, please don't attack it because I will get really sad.
that.
We should run if that's the case. But if it's a regular heckin' rattlesnake, that I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I'm confused. This is not a regular maze.
All right. And as you guys are preparing for what's to come, you feel the ground start to shake more. as you hear the sound of something heavy running across these cobblestone steps. And then the hedge just kind of like explodes outwards as you see this hulking metal creature. As it comes rushing out of the hedge, pawing
Nice.
at the ground as it snorts this green cloud at you.
Nice, nice.
And I'm going to need you all to roll me initiative.
Heck yeah.
So straight they said it would be fun, they said.
That's what the mate said.
Oh boy.
I was thinking about using one of these, but I didn't. I used a weaker version.
Vic
Alright.
talking about the sound of a rattle, me having recently watched the 1980s version of Clash of the Titans recently, is just panicking.
You're welcome. Tell you what, I'll say with this, we can take a break real quick, so that way we can let puppies out, do bathroom breaks.
Okay.
Because we're gonna buckle down and do this encounter and see where it gets us by 9:30. So,
All right.
because I know people got work.
Yeah. Let's
Yep.
all right, let's do that.
All right.
Rolling that intermission.
Alright, so let me get music on for this.
How did you say taint in Tagalog? Jeremiah?
Well, the literal form is matza. Mancha, like mancha,
Mancha.
like stain.
Yeah, like
you
mancha.
spilled some
Como una mancha.
yeah, like you squirted some ketchup in your shirt
Oh. And just so you know,
or your white shirt.
Vic,
How do you say it's
the two slangs would be pito and verga.
Yes, yes.
Pito like a whistle, and yeah, como
I
pito.
love that.
Whistle.
Yeah, because you blow on it like a whistle.
Yeah.
Ah. No.
Yeah.
No.
That's clever. That's very clever. We just say Mama Bicho because that's how we do. Alright, so we're in initiative. Let me throw everyone in the order they need to be in. Hey Lark, you need to give me your
No,
initiative.
that's what he rolled.
18.
18. Alright. There you go.
Oh, I'm at the bottom.
Hold on, I gotta redo this. Okay, yeah, you're at the bottom. Unfortunate. Alright,
Insert
so
you're right behind me joke here.
Cordelia, you are top of the round. You were shot from behind. So you stumble forward, and then as you stumble forward, this giant bull rushes through the hedge and just kind of like skids to a stop, its hooves sparking off the cobblestone as it does. As it kind of paws at the ground and it gives like this mechanical snort as like these little plumes of like green gas just kind of like come out of its nostrils. What are we doing?
Sorry, let me do like a quick odd or even roll.
Go for it.
Okay, it's a no. So
No,
I will
okay.
just kind of get a little bit angry and turn around and get my sword and shoot.
All right.
Oh. I was like, I'm trying to get my snakes back. And I'm just gonna move forward and stab.
All right. Roll me your attacks.
That is a dirty 20 and a 23.
Those will definitely hit.
Do you need separate damage on something? There's a thunder and a piercing.
No, you can give that all to me.
Okay, so that is a 22.
22 total. All right. Very nice. All right, as you go down and you take these heavy, and you didn't feel like you were. Apparently, you swung harder than you thought you did, because as you came down, and then with the thunder damage, you see part of the plating on its shoulder just kind of like dent inwards from the thunder damage. All right, anything else?
I'll end my turn right now.
She ends her turn for right now. Okay. All right, next. Hawk, what are we doing?
He's gonna, like, after getting over the initial, like, oh fuck, he's gonna just walk up. Or step up, whatever. And
Alright.
he's going to take his 3 attacks.
Go for it.
That is a 17, a 25,
That hits. The 17 misses, though.
okay, and an 18.
18 also misses.
Okay. So, just do his D8. Nope, D10. You know what? Here, hold on. That's 9 points of damage. Ah.
All right. Okay.
No, that'll be all we do for this turn.
All right. Okay, Larkspur, what are we doing?
He is going to summon his spiritual weapon.
Go for it. All right. Let me grab that
Zoom.
spiritual weapon. What does your spiritual weapon look like?
Um, I'm gonna say it's just a big staff.
Okay.
Actually, can it be any type of weapon?
I mean,
I think it can be. I think if your god has like a specific weapon associated with them, they usually recommend you use that. But I
So
think
it's a
in
flail.
Okay.
Hawk internally. Down, boy.
I was gonna say whip, but I'm like, nah, it's a flail.
All right. So, just like a single one ball flail.
No, this is like a.
Oh, you're thinking of a flog.
Yes.
Okay,
That's very different.
that's what I was thinking too.
I'm glad you were on the same page as I was.
That's what I was thinking, but like, oh no, no,
Flogger.
okay, she's
I was
going.
like, you
She's
said
going.
flail. I was like, no, she probably means the.
She's going.
okay.
She's going. Okay, looking it up actually.
Yeah, I don't have a token for this on Roll20, so I'll just use a whip.
There
That's
isn't
fine.
a flogger token? How dare?
I know, right? The nerve.
No cat of nine tails, nothing.
No, I looked.
BS.
I know, this is some Roll20's cake shaming, obviously.
That's exactly
Rude.
what it is. That is exactly what it is.
Uh-huh.
During Pride Month.
How dare?
I know, during Pride Month, of all things. I can't even find a whip token. Wow, they really are cake
Wow.
shaming. Alright, I'll just do... Alright, what are we doing with the spiritual weapon as I look it up?
Well, he's just gonna summon it
Okay,
and kind of just have that ready to go.
I'll just use a flail for now, so I have that. But we all know that it's a flog.
We all know.
So just be like a really spicy flog. There you go. Put a little boop right there. And then let you control that. There. Alright. So you're just summoning it right in front of you, or where are you gonna put it?
Yeah, right in front of him.
Okay. So you all watch as this in this kind of like shimmering red light, like this flog just kind of like weaves itself together out of his radiant magic, and it gives like a little bit of a crack as it come to life, and it's there.
And it's there.
And it's there, and whatever Hawk's thinking in the moment, he has to deal with that.
Between him and God.
It's between him and some god.
I was gonna say which god.
Does it matter?
All of
Church
them
is
suddenly
free.
turn their location off.
Church is free and Hawk can't afford it.
Tomorrow would probably hear him out. Anyway, so that's all we're doing, Lark?
Yes.
Alright. It's the even bigger boy's turn. So,
Take it, boy.
alright, so you dinked it, but Cordelia really hit it, so it's going to go for... Alright.
Come on.
It's gonna hit you with a gore. So let's roll that attack. So that's a 22 to hit. That is going to be... Hoi, hoi, hoi. The fuck do you mean I only have 1d12 in this entire pack? Alright. Fine. So be it. Oh, shit. Oh shit. So that's going to be 23 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
As this bull whips around, like it doesn't even pay Hawk any mind, as he just kind of like took a swing at it, kind of like gave him a little dink on the backside. But it basically just kind of like rears up on its hind hooves, and then it like comes down with its horns, as these horns pierce into your torso, basically. It's just almost like running you through, as you feel like the cold metal just like hit inside of you, and you just get that shock as you take all of that damage.
Ow, Johnny.
Ow.
Yep.
Hurt.
He bit me.
He bit me. Alright. And that is what it's going to do for now. Next, I'm going to make a roll. Okay. I will say... Cordelia, what is your passive? What's everyone's passive?
Which one?
Everyone's. Your passive perception.
13.
16.
Okay.
16. It went up.
Alright. Cordelia, even though you feel, even though you are currently dealing with being impaled, you hear a rustle out of the hedge next to you, and then you hear a rattle. And then you hear a voice call out to you, like in this raspy whisper. We share the same blood. Disgusting.
Oh.
I refuse to call something like you sister.
Rude.
Yep. And then I'm going to...
Introduce somebody else.
And that is going to miss. So what's your AC?
Who, me?
Yes.
18.
Alright, she rolled a 13. So you're gonna see as the glint of this pale blade just kind of like shoot out from the hedge itself, and you see like this pale gray arm with it, as it kind of like aims to like pierce your heart, but you just kind of manage like in a panic to kind of like raise your buckler as it kind of like deflects off of it, and then the blade disappears back into the hedge again. All right, Tarsius, it's your turn. As you're watching this big mechanical bull impale your sister.
Since I also have a passive 16, did I see that or no?
You saw it, but you didn't hear what she said because
Okay.
that was right next to her.
Just to as I'm stepping over here, oh careful, there's people in the bushes. Stepping in this location, and gonna give good old whack, good old waxy.
All right, give it a whack.
Nosy, itchy. Okay. First roll, second roll. First roll is don't be a fucking 1. Okay, it's not a 1. That is a 17. Oh, that's a nat 20 for the second roll.
Nice.
This a 17 hit.
17 does not hit.
Okay. So only 1 hits, but it's a crit. So I do add the extra damage. D12.
Wait, this dog just sighed at me because I told him to stop eating his ass in my bed.
But father, I am starving. It just had 7 more. Okay, so 7.
Like he just snapped at me. Like I just snapped at him to like quit, and he just went.
12,
Peebus,
22.
when you tell him to stop doing that.
Why?
Um,
So mean.
Only one hit, but it was a crit, so that is 29 points of slashing damage.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
And it is from a magical blade, if that matters.
Oh. 29, that is, oh, you made that a nice crisp number. I love that.
1 second, I'm gonna go blow my nose.
Alright, go do that. Alright, as Tarsius goes to, as he rushes forward, he takes his couple swings, but only one manages to kind of like cleave into the neck of this beast. As you watch as it just kind of like spurts out this black oil from it, the wound itself, and it roars out in pain. Right. Next, Patience. What are we doing?
Oh, Patience, seeing that nice little hole that Tarsius just made, is going to. Yeah.
Okay.
And she is going to, aiming at the same little spot. Double check. She's gonna cast Scorching Ray at base level.
All right. Roll me your attacks.
So 3 rays of fire.
Fire.
D6 is ready just in case if I do hit.
All right. Don't forget to roll your d20.
We'll do that.
You also forgot to do that last time, but that's okay.
Potted plant.
How hilarious would it be if she got a potted
17 plus
plant?
9.
17 plus 9, that hits, yeah.
That's 1. That's 7 points of fire damage for the first one.
Okay. Did you roll your d20?
I'm doing that right now.
Okay.
But I do still have like 2 more mocks that she can throw.
Okay.
Confirm, 3 for the wild magic. So.
All right.
Alright. Second
so-
one. 18 plus 9.
All right. Did you already roll the damage for the first one, or?
Yes, that was 7.
Okay. Thank you.
7 for the first.
18 plus 9, you said, for the other one?
Yeah.
All right. That also hits.
5 for the second. Points.
I'm legally obligated to tell you all that it has taken 69 damage.
Nice.
Nice. Do we have a nice on the soundboard or
25
no?
to hit for the last.
We don't.
No.
Which one?
25 to hit for the last.
Yep, that definitely hits.
And that is 8.
All right.
What is the fire damage that she will do? Yep, that's all she is going to do. Ren
All right. And then
is gonna do his little best and try to bite at a hoof.
all right, go for it. Do your best, little friend.
Yep, he is acid.
I thought he was necrotic.
Oh yeah, sorry, necrotic. You're right. Well, no, yeah, necrotic because he's
Yeah, Topaz dragons are necrotic.
Topaz. Yeah. Okay, baby. Let's do this. It's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits.
Oh, look at him go.
He has successfully managed to latch onto 1 cubic foot of this creature.
8 points of piercing damage.
That'll do it. Plus 8. Alright. That thing's still going strong. But it is getting there. So it is now bloodied. As you watch as, your fire attacks it from all sides, and you see the metals start to heat and warp, and from that you see more of this black oil start to ooze from its body. Alright, next. Cordelia, you're up.
Do I see whoever attacked me?
Roll me perception.
Other than the boar, this boar.
The Gorgon.
21.
For a brief second, you saw her. You saw attached to, as the blade came shooting out of the hedge, you saw the pale gray arm, and then as your eyes quickly snapped up the arm, you see for the faintest moment the same green eyes as yours, like reptilian green, as they are glaring out at you with this pale gray face, and she immediately disappears into the hedge once again. And with that, you saw the glint of many more eyes many more tiny reptilian eyes surrounding her head.
Okay, so I don't see her at all to maybe attack.
You did see her disappear into the hedge.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at. I guess I'm gonna look at my body.
Yep.
I'm a little bit bloodied.
A little bit, as there is blood gushing out of an open wound that is taking up a good part of your torso.
This blood is flesh wound. I'm just gonna do my attack.
Although
I am
we
gonna
said,
do,
ladies do
menace.
not show pain.
I am gonna use my menacing attack as I kind of yell. As
Alright.
Stabby.
All right.
Menacing
Stab,
attack is a. Where is it again? With save. If I hit
Sure.
anyway.
Yeah, go for it. Let's see.
Okay, first
So that is a 10 for the wisdom save.
First attack is a 22.
That'll hit.
The second attack I don't think will hit. It's a 15.
Yeah, 15 will not hit, but the other one will.
Menacing attack is unless you're immune to frighten, you're frightened of me until the end of your next turn.
I do not see anything about it being immune to frighten, so. And it rolled a 10 for its wisdom save.
Yeah. Too much math rocks for a part rogue. I rolled pretty high on numbers.
Okay.
usually. So, and because of with the added damage with the menacing attacks is a 30. Let me double check. Yep.
So, with one over, how do you want to do this?
I will just it's like, come back here, you. Cause I lost sight of her.
Yeah.
I mean, she caught herself. She is angry, but she caught herself. She's a lady. She doesn't curse. So she just said the B, and then she stopped, and then she just looked at this mechanical, whatever this is, bowl.
Yeah, it is a giant.
Made out of metal.
Yeah, it is a giant mechanical monstrosity.
And she will just stab, and
All right.
as it goes down, stomp on the head, and look around and yell again. Go ah!
All right. So you watch as Cordelia just takes these heavy swings into the bull's skull, and you watch as like the first one just like caves in part of the middle part, and then she goes again, and you watch as this black oil just gushes out as she's beating it down, and once the bowl collapses, she starts stomping on its remains, just kind of like breaking it more inward until she just screams with rage. Anything else, Cordelia?
That's it. I'm just gonna be looking around, alert still.
Say, well, with your 21, you did catch movement over here.
Then, like, I will move that way then with my
All right.
friend.
Go for it.
Right there.
All right. All right, Hawk, what are we doing?
Well, with this dude down for the count, he doesn't want Cordelia to get very far away. He's also trying to keep an eye on Patience. So he's going to just take part of his. He wants to be able to. How far out is visibility?
Visibility, it's very foggy. So Cordelia was standing about right here, but she was able to catch like a bit of the hedge moving over here. So you've got a bit of visibility.
Okay. So he just wants to still be able to see Patient. So
Yeah.
he's only moved. And he'll move to here.
So I say
And
I
then-
gave you about 35 feet. That's
Okay. So he'll do that. And then he's just going to hold action
Okay.
for his attacks if anything pops out to attack us.
all right. Sounds good. All right, Lark, is there anything you want to do?
All he really did was, summon his sword,
Uh-huh.
or well, his
His log.
So, he will kind of keep near Patience as well.
Okay.
If she moves, he'll tail her,
Okay.
but also hold action for the most part.
Sounds good. All right. This guy's down now. For our other friends. As we are going to make ourselves known. So let me grab all of this. Okay. So this one pops out. And Hawk, I'm going to need you to make me a Constitution saving throw. Well, first question is, do you know anything about what this is? Well, you're muted, I believe.
Let me zoom in, because I'm zoomed way out.
As you see
'cause-
this tall, pale woman with snakes instead of hair.
Oh. Yes. He liked to read books and things, so I would think he's read legends.
Okay. So she did jump out right in front of you, so that you did see her coming. Just BT
Okay.
dubs.
Okay. And you said a con save?
Unless you choose to look away.
I'm trying to decide if he would have been like, or
Up to you.
He'd have probably looked at her.
All right, roll me that con save.
Oh shit, we're fine. Maybe, hopefully.
What'd you get?
That's a 25.
Yeah, that's good. You're good.
It almost landed on that one, but it's a 19.
You have that moment where she steps out of the hedge, and you see that she's like holding this this pale short sword, and she looks at you, and you like see like this haunting glow to her eyes, and there's a moment where you kind of like feel your joints lock up, and you're like, "Wait, I read something about this," and you just kind of like immediately like avert your gaze.
Can he say something?
It is, if you'd like to spend your reaction, you may.
As a reaction, yeah.
Yeah.
Cause gimme. Yeah. I roll 20 as being, so they can't see. Okay. He's just gonna like over his shoulder like, I think we've met a person, not friend. Don't look at her eyes. And he'd be like, patience, do not look at her eyes.
Okie dokie.
All right. And we are going to take. Damn. All right. You want to know something funny?
Hmm.
I rolled for an attack on Cordelia. You want to know what I got? I got 2 1s.
Snake eyes. Hey.
I got snake eyes.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
What are the odds?
Let me roll for another one.
Well, she does have snake eyes.
That she do. All right, Tarsius, what is your AC?
That is a good old 16.
A good old 16.
Yeah.
Wow, that first one misses. That second one hits though.
Owie. I don't like that.
So that is going to be like D8s.
I am not immune to poison.
No, you are not. So that's going to be 8 points of piercing damage. And then we're going to get 9 points of poison.
It's 17 total.
As one arrow flies out of the hedge and it just kind of like dinks off your pauldron, but then the second one catches you like in the ribs. And you don't, that doesn't feel good.
Oh.
Alright, your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna look down and then move my blade to see if I can see her foot at all.
Okay.
If I can, I'm fucking charging this person. I'm charging them.
Roll me perception.
Okay.
Are you charging the one that Hawk sees, or are you charging the one that just shot at you?
I only
There's
see
another one?
person out there.
Yeah.
So this one, because that's the only one I see physically
Okay.
as a player. So that's the one I'm charging. Perception. 26.
Yep. You got her direction. You
Okay.
got her heading.
I'm gonna rage and then rush over and swing downward and then just look at her feet only.
Okay.
All right, I'm doing the rage. I'm doing it. I'm attacking.
Do the rage.
Okay. You know what? Let's great weapon master the first one. let's do the first one. Let's see how that goes, and then I'll do this. Fuck me, that's not gonna hit. Yeah, that ain't gonna hit. That is a total of 14.
14. That misses. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Nope. No problem. I was greedy. I wanted to greed. Okay. So second attack is gonna be just a regular attack.
As you go in for the first attack, and she just like immediately sidesteps you.
I rolled less than.
Oh.
Yeah. I rolled a 2.
This is starting to feel like how you feel when you fight your sister in a little sparring match. And so she just like sidesteps, and then she like takes the hilt of her sword to kind of direct your attack away.
Yeah. Nope. Yeah. That
Just laughs at you.
That's my turn. Just gonna.
Suppose it's true what they all say. Bovine are nothing but stupid blind beasts.
Well, not easy to hit someone when you can't see them. It's kind of not fair. That is my childish reaction. And that's the end of my turn.
Yeah.
I feel like that was as close to Tarsius flipping someone off as I've ever heard.
Honestly. Ding dong.
Yeah, ding dong.
The way Tarsius flips off someone is with a ring finger.
Correct.
Right.
Alright,
It's hard for me
patience.
to do it.
We'll
Patience
finish
here.
out with you, and then we'll... Because we're about at time, so
Yeah.
we're going to finish out with you and Gren, and then we'll see what Cordelia plans to do, and then that's where we'll end it.
Excited.
So.
Make a note that I'm
20
raging.
there.
Alright?
She 25.
That puts you in the hedge.
Oh, I thought there was like a path right here. I don't know why.
No,
Where's my-
that's hedge.
I thought right here there was like an actual path.
Alright, what are we doing?
We're gonna chill touch.
Alright. Go ahead and roll me that.
I will roll you my wild magic after that. 21 to hit.
21 hits. Roll me your wild magic.
9 on the wild magic.
Okay.
Points in necrotic.
Alrighty.
And Gren.
Alright, what's Gren doing? He scuttles his way over.
He gets him there. So
Alright. Is he going for an ankle bite?
Yeah, he's going for an ankle bite.
Alright, roll me an ankle bite. As he scuttles his way over and he does that thing, like when dogs get pissed off when they see something, and it's just like the all the way over. What'd you roll? You're cutting out on the mic, but I can hear you in the other room.
I got a natural 20.
You got a natural 20. Yeah, roll me your bite.
Nice.
What a good boy.
He said, "Fuck this bitch in particular."
All six.
Literally.
All 6
He
points
took
of
that
damage.
personally.
18 points in necrotic.
Nice.
Jesus, that's a lot of damage.
I feel like he like bites and then jaw locks sort of thing.
Try to do a little death roll. God bless him. All right. So, as you fired off your chill touch, as it catches her, it'll catch her like around the neck, and that kind of startles her for a moment, and then that allows enough time for Gren to kind of like slip underfoot, like between Hawk's legs, and goes for a little ankle bite on her, and it startles her for sure. Okay, and so we'll end with Cordelia. Because what are we doing, girl?
You said I heard some scuffles on this side.
Right. So
And
the
then she
one
pops up.
one stepped out behind you, but you also heard movement in that bush ahead of you as well.
Do I not see
In fact, 2
anything?
arrows were fired out of that bush at you. So
Oh. But I don't really see anything, just bush.
at the moment, yeah, you just saw the bush.
I guess I'm a little bit angry then. I just like, there you are. I'm just gonna. Then I'll move forward right there.
Okay.
And does she seem real?
As
How about
seeing as how
hallucinating?
it looks like she has like this this kind of like decaying hand mark around her neck, and then also the dragon like shaking on her legs. She looks pretty real.
Okay. And I guess she kind of looks exactly like the person who tried to stab me.
Yeah, that she does.
Okay.
So you see her in her full Medusa regalia, just
If you need me to roll con save, I will, because she's kind of out of her head right now.
all right.
So she will be kind of looking. She said my nose better, but she probably looked for a little bit and then kind of looked down because, yeah.
Well, at the moment she's not looking at you, so you're good right now.
And I will do my stabby stab with menacing attack.
All right. Go ahead, roll your attacks.
That is a 24 on one.
All right.
First attack. Other attack is 19.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
And then while you're rolling your damage, is there anything else you would like to try to do?
I am doing a bonus action.
All right.
Oh, hey, I rolled a snake eyes on my sneak attack.
Good job. So proud of you. Oh. That's an Angie boy.
Yeah, someone's knocking on the door.
So I guess the first damage, I don't know if she's immune to frighten, but it's a wisdom save or she'll be
see.
frightened.
I see nothing on that.
Okay. But the damage is 37.
37, okay.
As I stab, kind of angry a little bit, you will see a little bit of glow in her eyes, and I
Alright.
am using bonus action binding.
Alright.
Amplified binding.
Roll me percentiles as she turns to look at you, as you've just scared the daylights out of her, just like coming out of nowhere, stabbing at her, and then she turns to look at you, and then your eyes start to glow
88.
as you feel this
an hour.
almost primal. I know, keep it under 88, bro.
Yeah.
You feel like this it almost feels primal, almost natural, as all of your anger coils inside of you. And you just direct it all at her through this glare. And you watch as she turns to look at you, and she like raises her hand up, kind of like gasping out at you. And you see her hand, as she's like reaching for you, starts to turn to stone as it goes and spreads all the way down her arm and through the rest of her body, as you have completely petrified her.
What?
Shit.
The Cordelia is a little bit freaked out. No, that just happened. Also, I take a d4 of necrotic damage.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, looking at the
And when you, after you have that moment where you completely petrify her, you feel the coils of your snakes kind of like caress around your head, as if to reassure you. They've been there the whole time.
Drama.
And that's where we're gonna leave it for next time.
Hey Hawk, is your hug still available? I'll take it.
All right, so thank you all for this session. Thanks for all who watched, and we will see you in 2 weeks. See where the rest of this encounter goes, and if there's more out there in this head mage. We'll find out.
What?
All right, see y'all.
Adios. Bye.
Bye.